of wisdom, I kindly request our technical team to proceed with this auspicious ritual. Thank you. Atiti Devo Bhava. In Indian culture, we consider and treat our guest as God. It is basically a concept of extending our wholehearted respect and hospitality towards our guest. To uphold this tradition, I would like to request Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Upinder Dhar to virtually welcome our chief guest Dr. Devdutt Ratna, Scientist G, Head Division of Polymers, NMRL DRDO. Furthermore, I request the Dean, Faculty of Sciences, Sri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth Vishwavidyalaya, Indore, Dr. K.N. Guruprasad, to welcome Professor M. Swaminathan, Professor, Nanomaterials Laboratory, International Research Center, Kalasingham University, Krishnan Koil. I would also invite Dr. Ashutosh Shukla, Coordinator, Sri Vaishnav Institute of Forensic Science, to welcome Dr. Naveen Chandraji Shimpi, Professor, Department of Chemistry, University of Mumbai, and to welcome Dr. Vasudev B. Gurnale, Professor and Head, Department of Chemistry, Kamla Nehru Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. I would like to request Dr. Kavita Sharma, Coordinator, ANKURAN-2023, to please do the honors. Thank you. As a common saying by Madame Marie Curie, nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. This symposium provides a platform to understand more so that we may fear less. To know more about the symposium, Ankuran 2023, I would like to invite Dr. Kavita Sharma, Coordinator, Ankuran 2023. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ujla. Respected Chief Guest, Dr. Devdutt Ratna, Scientist G, Head Division of Polymers, NMRL, DRDO Mumbai, Dr. Upinder Dhar, Honorable Vice Chancellor Sri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth Vishwavidyalaya, Indore, Dr. M. Swaminathan, Professor, Nanomaterials Laboratory, Department of Chemistry, International Research Center, Kalasingham University, Krishna Koli, Dr. Naveen Chandra G. Simpi, Professor, Department of Chemistry, University of Mumbai, Dr. Vasudev B. Gurnale, Professor and Head, Department of Chemistry, Kamla Nehru Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur, Dr. K. Guruprasad, Director, Sri Vaishnav Institute of Science, and Head of Department Chemistry, Dr. D.V. Prabhu, Dr. Ashutosh Shukla, HOIs, HODs of all constituent institutes of Shri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth Vishwavidyalaya, Dr. Supriya Vyas, Coordinator of Symposium, esteemed participants, and distinguished guests. A very good afternoon to all of you. It is an honor and a privilege to stand before you as the convener of this second National Symposium, Ankuran, on nanotechnology and its applications. On behalf of Shri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth Vishwavidyalaya, in collaboration with Association of Chemistry Teachers, I extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you. Nanotechnology, a field that operates on the nanoscale, has swiftly emerged as one of the most transformative scientific disciplines of our time. Nanotechnology enabling us to engineer new materials, devices, and systems with unprecedented precision and functionality. Today, I would like to take a few minutes to share some insights into the fascinating world of nanotechnology and its wide-ranging applications that hold promise for reshaping our future. Nanotechnology drives innovation across various sectors, from medicine to electronics, energy to material science. Nanotechnology is permeating every aspect of our lives. Nanotechnology is revolutionizing healthcare with advancements in drug delivery, diagnostics, and imaging. Nanoparticles are being used to precisely target and deliver therapeutic agents to specific cells, minimizing side effects and maximizing efficacy. The pursuit of smaller, more powerful electronics has led to the development of nanoscale transistors and memory devices. This has paved the way for faster, more energy efficient processors and memory storage solutions. Nanotechnology plays a pivotal role in renewable energy solutions and environmental remediation. Nanomaterials are enhancing the efficiency of solar cells, facilitating energy storage and aiding in water purification. In materials engineering, nanotechnology has unblocked the potential to create entirely new materials and enhanced properties. Lightweight and super strong materials, as well as self-healing coatings, are just a glimpse of the possibility. In food and agriculture, nanotechnology is contributing to improved food safety, packaging, and crop protection. Nanosensors are being used to detect contaminants, and nanomaterials are enhancing the shelf life of food products. As we deal into these applications, we must also address the ethical, regulatory, and safety considerations that arise with the development and deployment of nanotechnology. Responsible research and thoughtful collaboration are imperative to harness the full potential of nanotechnology while ensuring its safe and ethical integration into society. I extend my gratitude to Dr. Upinder Dhar sir, Dr. Guru Prasad sir, to all resource persons, and to Association of Chemistry Teachers, especially to Dr. D.V. Prabhu sir and Dr. Pare for their unwavering support in making this symposium a reality. To all our speakers, panelists, and participants, I eagerly anticipate the stimulating discussions and insights that will unfold over the course of this event. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you all thought-provoking and enlightening symposium ahead. Thank you very much. Over to you, Ujjwala.
Thank you, ma'am. The mark of a true leader is when their actions serve as an inspiration for others to dream bigger, learn continuously, take proactive steps, and evolve into better versions of themselves. It is my great pleasure to invite our leader, Dean, Faculty of Sciences and Head Department of Chemistry, Dr. K.N. Guruprasad, for his welcome address. Please, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Rojla. Chief guest for this National Symposium in Chemistry, Dr. Devdutt Ratna from DRDO. Our guest speakers, Professor M. Swaminathan, Dr. Naveen Chandra, Dr. Vasudev Kurunule, Dr. D.V. Prabhu from Association of Chemistry Teachers, Dr. Ashutosh Shukla, Coordinator of Forensic Science Department, Dr. Kavita Sharma, Dr. Supriya Vyas, and my other colleagues in the meeting, the delegates and the students. On behalf of the University, Sri Vaishnav Vidyapith Vishwavidyalaya, I welcome our chief guest and all other guests to this online symposium on nanotechnology and its applications. There have been few areas in science which have been truly interdisciplinary, and nanotechnology is one of those areas, because nanotechnology is being now applied to various other fields. And although the synthesis of nanochemicals started with chemists, but it requires the involvement of others like physicists to characterize the nanomaterials, like the biologists to study more about its applications and its impact on biological materials, and other areas of the industry and energy where it is particularly being used in an extensive manner now. For the people who are joining us for the first time in a meeting, I wish to inform them that we have interdisciplinary research in this university. Vaishnav Vidyapith Vishwavidyalaya has 4 verticals in basic science, engineering, management, and social sciences. Now, in basic sciences, we already have interdisciplinary programs supported by funding agencies like Department of Atomic Energy and DST in doing research in the field of application of plasma technology in biological materials and in agriculture. Now, this is one of the interdisciplinary areas we have started working on since a couple of years. We look forward to work in the area of nanotechnology, particularly nanotechnology and its applications in agriculture and in biomedical sciences. This will be another interdisciplinary area we wish to work on in the coming years. It will be very informative for us to have experts in the field of nanotechnology and its applications, to listen to them and also formulate our own objectives about how do we go about interdisciplinary research in this area. I take this opportunity once again to welcome all the guests and our chief guest, and we look forward to listen to your experience. And also, we may continue our association with you for further guidance in our researches. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Ruchi.
Thank you, sir, for your earnest welcome address. I now kindly invite General Secretary, Association of Chemistry Teachers, India, Dr. D.V. Prabhu, to address the audience. Please, sir.
Sir, please unmute yourself.
Not audible, no?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. The Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Upinder Dar, the Dean of the Faculty, Professor Guru Prasad, the convener of the symposium, Dr. Kavita Sharma, Professor Ashutosh Shukla, Professor Navnita Upadhyay, all the very distinguished speakers and the delegates, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege to be in this national symposium on a very important topic, nanotechnology and its applications, which have been organized by the Department of Chemistry of SVVV University, which is a very renowned center of higher education and research in our country. The chemistry department of the university is a very active center of research in chemical sciences, environmental chemistry, nanochemistry, and has several well-recognized programs at the undergraduate, postgraduate, and doctoral levels. We in the Association of Chemistry Teachers have very pleasant memories of our national convention, which was held in your university in 2022, and we have very pleasant memories of the wonderful hospitality extended to us and the excellent organization. The theme of this conference, nanoscience and technology, is really very important because it is an interdisciplinary subject and requires experts from chemistry, physics, engineering, biology, and has very important applications in catalysis, kinetic studies, biology, medicine, etc. The national education policy lays emphasis on vocational and experimental skills. And nanoscience and technology is one field where a lot of experimentation is required. The policy also emphasizes use of technology in higher education and also universalization of education. And I'm very much sure that the SVVV University is doing full justice to all these three objectives. The Association of Chemistry Teachers is the national registered organization of chemistry teachers in India, and we are very proud to be associated with this national symposium. Since its founding in 2000, the association has been promoting excellence in chemistry education and research through its manifold activities like national and international conferences, training workshops, research conventions, a concept test in chemistry for graduate students, chemistry competitions for school and college students, celebration of the National Chemistry Day and the National Science Day, and a newsletter which contains various articles on chemistry themes written by our members. We also have an active ACT website which can be referred to for all information. We have more than 2,600 active live members all over India, and we have 20 institutional members, including the House of Tatas. The leading chemical scientists of the country are the honorary members and patrons, including the most respected Bharat Ratna, Professor C.N.R. Rao, the former scientific advisor to the Honorable Prime Minister of India. These great scientists provide inspiration and guidance and give us support in all our activities. I would urge all the teachers and the researchers in the audience to become members of the association and to participate actively in all our activities. The annual National Convention of Chemistry Teachers will be held at Gujarat Science City, Ahmedabad during October 27 to 29, 2023, under the dynamic convenership of Dr. Narottam Shahuji. On this occasion, we will be honoring the outstanding chemistry teachers of the country who have contributed immensely to chemistry education and research. And again, in December 2023, we are planning a national workshop on framing of new innovative chemistry questions at Chennai under the dynamic convenership of Professor Helen Kavita. I would again invite all of you to these two activities. I wish the participants fruitful interactions with the learned faculty of the symposium, who are all renowned experts in their chosen fields. I wish the symposium grand success and once again congratulate Dr. Kavita Sharma and all her colleagues for organizing this national symposium. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Over to you.
Thank you, sir. It's my privilege to introduce you all with our respected chief guest, Dr. Devdutt Ratne. Dr. Rath is a distinguished scientist with 28 years of dedicated service at the Naval Materials Research Laboratory under the Defense Research and Development Organization, known as DRDO in Ambernath. He earned his doctorate from the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, and pursued postdoctoral research at Monash University in Australia, supported by broadcast fellowship from DST India. From 2006 to 2008, he was a visiting scientist at Technical University, Germany, on an Alexander von Humboldt Fellowship. Dr. Rath is an accomplished researcher and author, having published over 100 papers and 4 books, including the 2022 Elsewhere publication on recent advances on thermoset resins. He is recognized globally for his expertise and has been involved in international collaborations, including visits to universities in the USA, Australia, and Germany. As the project director for the NanoMed project, he has contributed significantly to the development of products for the Indian Navy. Dr. Ratna has received numerous awards such as National Petrochemical Award for Technology Innovation, DRDO Scientist of the Year Award, and he has also been recognized as one of the top 2% Indian scientists by Stanford University. His impressive list of allocates also includes awards from the Ministry of Chemicals and Petrochemicals, the Indian Paint Association, and IIT Kharagpur, showcasing his dedication to scientific excellence and innovation in material research. Dr. Rath is also a valued reviewer for various research publishers and grant councils worldwide. We consider ourselves fortunate to have your esteemed presence here, sir. I kindly invite Dr. Rath to enlighten the audience with your motivational words. Please, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Good afternoon. First of all, I would like to thank Ujjwala Madam for giving such a nice introduction. And so, respected Professor Upendra Dutt, the Vice Chancellor of Vaishnav Vidyapith Vishwavidyalaya, Indore, Dr. K. N. Guru Prasad, Director, Sri Vaishnav Institute of Science, then Professor Swaminathan, Professor Simpi, Professor Gurnule, Professor Prabhu, and Dr. Asutosh Shukla, all distinguished guests, researchers, of course, Professor Kavita Sharma, and my dear student, ladies and gentlemen. Very good afternoon to all of you. At the outset, I would like to thank the organizing committee, especially Professor Kavita Sharma, who was constantly in touch with me, and of course the Vice Chancellor for inviting me to attend this important function. At the same time, I would like to congratulate the organizers, that is Department of Chemistry and Association of Chemistry Teachers, for organizing this symposium on very important topic, that is nanotechnology and its applications that is ANKUR-2023. As it was mentioned by the earlier speakers that like any other materials, chemists played an important role in synthesis and characterizations of nanomaterials. But nanotechnology did not restrict into the cradle of chemistry. It attracted the attention from various disciplines like physics, material science, and different engineering disciplines because of their multifunctionality and possibility of realizing unique combination of properties which cannot be achieved by conventional materials. Though we tell the nanotechnology is a new technology, but if we look at nature, nature has long demonstrated the propensity to synthesize nanomaterials, as you can see, abalone cell, lotus leaf and all. And also, if we look at, you will see that people even made nanomaterials without, of course, knowing nanoscience. I will just give one very example which I give everywhere. One is Mayan blue. In Bunam Park, Mexico, one painting is there that is a very intense blue color painting, which is known as Mayan blue. And it was found that after experiencing the centuries of harsh jungle atmosphere, the intense color is retained. So, looking at the this painting, that scientists thought that what is the reason of it? How the color retention property is so means extraordinary. So, when it was analyzed, it was found that basically it is indigo. The main component is indigo, but as we know, the indigo is normally conventionally indigo is used, then it will fade out even in years, let alone the harsh centuries in harsh jungle atmosphere. So afterwards, when of course, after long back, when transmission electron microscopy came into the existence, when it was analyzed, it was found that basically it's a nanocomposites where the indigo is intercalated into the galleries of the clay. So basically it's a nanocomposite, and that because of the use as a nanomaterial, the functional property here is the color retention property is remarkably increased. So that is what. So this was made, of course, without knowing the nanoscience. But so real development of nanotechnology actually took place in 1990s when electron microscopy, that is mainly transmission electron microscopy, came into existence. Then we could really characterize the nanomaterial and establish the nanostructures. And after that, if you look at a few centuries, a lot of work have been done to understand the science, chemistry, and physics of the nanomaterials. And recent trend, if you see, the nanomaterials is the development of products. That is a more recent trend in this, because according to the recent forecast, the value of nano products and services is going to reach $1.5 trillion by 2033. In this context, I would again say the topic is very relevant. The topic is selected, that nanotechnology and also its applications. What the topic selected by the organizers. Now, I'll talk something about like DRDO or in our laboratory what we are doing before closing it. So in DRDO, like academic institutes, sometimes research are done from academic point of view, interest point of view, but in DRDO, we always look for some products. And our research is always focused towards the development of product. Recently, as a project director, I have completed one project that was the nanomaterial based products for naval applications. And I'll just give examples. As the name indicates, nanomaterial based products for naval applications, what we have done that using nanomaterials, we have enhanced the property of the products, which we have, some of them, of course, even inducted in Indian Navy. So, in this project, some of the items I'll say one is like nanocrystalline erosion corrosion coating. The metals are thermodynamically, they are known to make crystalline materials, highly crystalline materials. But what in this we have done, we have designed some alloy which we can form amorphous powder. Okay, but though it is thermodynamically it is not very rather favorable. So by proper design of the alloy and with processing, we could make the nano amorphous powder. And this amorphous powder, when you coat it on the substrate, like high velocity oxyfuel technique, then you get nanocrystalline coating. Okay? So this nanocrystalline coating gives outstanding corrosion erosion behavior that we have demonstrated. And so you see, you take a mild style substrate suppose and give about 200 to 300 micron coating of this material, and your entire component will behave as super duplex steel. You see, super duplex steel, if you make a component, how costly it will be. But you take the simply mild style component and coat with this material nanocrystalline coating. This nanocrystalline material, what we have developed, they may not give the bulk property, mechanical property, but as far as erosion corrosion property is concerned, they are and hardness is concerned, they have outstanding property equivalent to super duplex steels. And we have developed in the component level and in the batches up to 40 kg batches of powder we have already demonstrated. Another product I'll tell which is related to energy, that is polymer electrolyte fuel cell. You know that mostly we are depending for the energy requirement, we are depending on the fossil fuel, but we cannot go on burning carbon like this because we do not have enough trees which can convert the emitted carbon dioxide to oxygen. So we have to think about the clean energy source. Fuel cell is an electrochemical device which basically hydrogen and oxygen, it uses the reaction between hydrogen and oxygen and produces water and energy. There is no formation of toxic gas or greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide. So entirely you get a clean energy. So we are in our department we are working on polymer electrolyte fuel cell. There are different types of fuel cell. I am not going into details of it. This fuel cell especially uses a thin polymer membrane, and because of that, energy density is very high. Now, if you look at the market, the DuPont has a product of Naphthalene, which is used as fuel cell, mostly widely used for fuel cell stack fabrications. But this Naphthalene cannot work at more than 80 degrees centigrade. So when you run a fuel cell at low temperature, the problem is you have to use extremely pure hydrogen because the traces of carbon monoxide present in the gases will poison the catalyst. Catalyst is very important because hydrogen oxygen reaction, thermodynamically though it is feasible, but kinetically very slow because if you keep hydrogen and oxygen together, no reaction will take place when you keep gas together. But this is the main role of catalyst that allows the reaction between hydrogen and oxygen and give you energy. So it poisons the catalyst. So that's why you have to use extremely pure hydrogen, like 99.999%. And the purity of the chemical increases, the cost also increases. So your membrane is costly, your platinum catalyst is costly, and your recurring cost of the fuel. This makes the technology extremely costly. And that is what actually the reason why our cars are not run by fuel cell. Because this low temperature fuel cell technology is mature enough, but still because of the cost, we are not able to do for defense purpose. It can be used for for ISRO it is okay, but for general purpose it is very difficult because of the cost. So we have developed a high temperature membrane. So when you with the objective that if you run the fuel cell at high temperature, that even the carbon monoxide is absorbed at high temperature to dissolve. So you can use even commercial hydrogen. So that will significantly reduce the cost. So when we have successfully made the membrane, but when you made the high temperature imidazole-based membrane, we found that conductivity is not sufficient. So we use nanotechnology, while we use alpha zirconium phosphate type of nanomaterials, and we found that we demonstrated that using this nanomaterials we could enhance the conductivity, and we have developed the stack up to 1 kilowatt using this in-house developed nanocomposite membrane. This is the first time in our country the fuel cell, polymer electrolyte fuel cell is demonstrated using the in-house membrane. There are some examples where people have used imported membrane, but with in-house membrane, first time we have demonstrated up to 1 kilowatt power. Another technology we have worked is supercapacitors. You know, the basic difference between battery and supercapacitor is supercapacitor power density is very high. When you need instant power, then supercapacitor is useful. And also in future, all the for all applications, basically hybrid system is going to be used, like battery and supercapacitor in combinations. And in our laboratory, first time we have developed the technology for supercapacitor. If you see the except VSSE, nobody is having this fabrication facility. Even we are not, we didn't get any industry. So now industry is creating facility when we have given when transfer the technology. So here how let me explain how we have used the nano technology. You see that for supercapacitor we use like a very porous material like activated carbon and all. So, but when you want to coat it to make an electrode, you have to use some binder. So initially when you use solution-based binder, if the binder doesn't have any role for functional property, it just helps to improve the adhesion and to make a coating. So when you use simply solution-based binder, it coats the carbon particles, so internal resistance of the supercapacitor increases significantly. So we have developed a technology where we took Teflon type of polymer, PVD type of polymer, and we subjected to shear, where they undergo nanofiberization. And these nanofibers, they help in formation of a good coating and adhesion, but at the same time, it doesn't entirely coat the conducting particle. So the internal resistance we could get reduced significantly. And using this technology and of course the automation, we have developed the supercapacitor equivalent to the Maxwell product. That internationally, Maxwell is the supplier which is supplying supercapacitors to most of the country. Another product we have developed is the composite ball valve. You see, in naval systems, there are different types of about each ship uses about 400 to 500 different types of valves, metallic valves, to control the flow of seawater and blue whale. And Navy had to incur huge expenditure for the repairing and maintenance of some valves due to seawater initiated corrosions. And for this, we have developed a composite ball valve where the entire material valve is made up of fiberglass. So there is no issue of corrosions because it will not corrode in seawater. And for a I will give examples. For 6-inch ball valve, our weight was about 48 kg, whereas same if you make with metallic materials, weight is 140 kg. So you need a crane to install such a valve, whereas composite valve, a 2 person can easily lift and install it. So major challenge in developing this we faced here is that you see there are various properties we have to balance it here. First of all is the permeability, because you know when we started with traditional composites, we use there was sweating and leakage, because when you put the reinforcement in polymer, a lot of porosity will be generated. So we have perfected the technology and developed a down molding compound and successfully developed down molding compound with required property. Like for example, for all naval applications, flame retardance is very important. Without flame retardant clearance, no material will be used for naval applications. So when you make a composites or material flame retardant, you have to use flame retarding agent, and when you add it, you lose the mechanical property. Similarly, when to increase the strength, when you use reinforcement, more reinforcement you get strength, but permeability increases. So they are all contradictory property, and we have designed the composition in such a way that it satisfies strength requirement, stiffness requirement, flame retardancy, and of course the permeability. And we have successfully developed and completed the user's trial also. And in future, I hope that all our metallic valve will be replaced by the composite valve. So with this, I'll not take much time. I'm sure the symposium will provide a platform for very fruitful discussions and open up new collaborations, because a lot of from different institutes, a lot of people are attending this, and certainly there will be such collaborations, and this conference will open up new avenues for collaborations. And at the end, I wish the conference a grand success, and thank all of you for your kind presence and patient sharing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your insights on applications of nanomaterials in vivid fields, with the help of which we have created materials which are economic and environmentally benign. To express a word of appreciation and gratitude, we have with us Dr. Supriya Vyas, Co-Coordinator, ANKURAN-2023. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Shama. Good afternoon to all. Thank you is such a prayer that cannot be seen or touched. It must be felt by heart. On behalf of Sri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth Vishwavidyalaya, I, Dr. Supriya Vyas, Co-Coordinator ANKURAN-2023 and Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks for this event. First and foremost, I want to extend my sincere and heartfelt thanks to Chief Guest of our session, Dr. Dev Datta Ratna, Scientist, Head Division of Polymers, DRDO, for joining us today and sharing his profound insights with us. Thank you, sir. I would like to express my profound gratitude to Dr. Upinder Dhar, Vice Chancellor, Sri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth Vishwavidyalaya, for giving permission to organize this symposium and for being a constant source of motivation. I would also like to convey my deep appreciation to Dr. K.N. Guruprasad, Dean, Faculty of Sciences, Sri Vaishnav Vidyapeeth Vishwavidyalaya, for his generous support and guidance for the program. Thank you, sir. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to all the distinguished guest speakers of today's technical session, Professor M. Swaminathan, Professor Nanomaterial Laboratory, International Research Center, Kalasilangam University, Krishnan Koi, Dr. Naveen Chandra G. Shimpi, Professor, Department of Chemistry, University of Mumbai, Dr. Vasudev Gundule, Professor and Head, Department of Chemistry, Kamla Nehru Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. I would also like to convey my deep appreciation to Dr. V.R. Sampath, Director, SVITT, and Dr. Uttam Sharma, Professor and Head, Department of Physics, and all the heads and faculties present here for sparing their precious time from their busy schedule. I am very thankful to the coordinator of Symposium, Dr. Kavita Sharma, Professor, Department of Chemistry, and all the faculties and staff of department for shaping and organizing this event successfully. I would also like to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of our technical team. Lastly, I am happy to express my thanks to our participants present here for paying attention and learning. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I now request everyone to please switch on your camera so that we can have few selfies together. Now I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जय जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
This was all about inaugural session. Thank you all for your cordial joining. Following a short 20 minutes break, we will proceed with our technical session. I kindly request all participants to rejoin the Zoom platform promptly. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Devdatta, sir.
Thank you, sir.